The Palm Beach Civic Association expands its communication outreach with a state-of-the-art television studio. We call it Studio 33480, the zip code for the beautiful island of Palm Beach. Sponsored by Finley Galleries, our goal is to bring you in-depth interviews with the most colorful and knowledgeable personalities on the island. And now, our host.
Welcome to Studio 33480. I'm Wendy Rutledge. It seems like practically every day, either on our phones or in our email, we get these urgent messages. Give me some private information about your background, social security number, that kind of thing, or give me money. Well, here now to help us sort out whether this is a scam or the real deal is Sergeant Michael Ogrodnick from the Palm Beach PD. Welcome, Mike.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Oh, great. Thank you so much for coming. Well, I wanted to share that your department refers to this wonderful document. It's from the Federal Trade Commission, 4 signs that it's a scam. Okay, and I love this because you folks use it, and it's so easy for the rest of us who don't know anything about this and probably get scammed every day to really learn. It's very well laid out. And the first thing they say is, scammers pretend to be from an organization you know. Tell me about that.
What a scammer will do is they'll pick some of your personal information that I got online because it's public record, and then they'll try to draw that link to you. All right, so let's say, for example, you shop at Target. Okay, and they know that because they've maybe done a history on you. They'll send an email from Target saying, you owe money, or we used your PayPal account, and now we want some more information from you to verify this. That's where we want you to slow down. Hold on a second. Do you have a PayPal account with Target? What'd you buy at Target? And when was the last time they sent you any correspondence through email? So use that discerning eye and check everything. Whether it's grammar.
Right, because as we know, and we'll get to this, there are giveaways and we'll get to that. So secondly, they say, scammers say that there is some kind of a problem with your account, something, it's always urgent and got to act right now. Or they say, you've won a prize.
Right, it's always a risk or reward. Do this right away, or we're going to shut your account down, or you're not going to receive your product, or there's some spyware that's going to affect your computer, or you won the lottery.
I wanted to show you are a winner. Check what you won. This came to my husband's cell phone. What happens if you fall for that and you click? Can you go down a very dark and dreary path?
You're going to go right down the rabbit hole on that one because once you click on there, they're going to have access to your IP address. And then they can start to pick out your information from your computer. Whatever you've left unprotected, password protected, they can get through and get into your computer. And then if a good hacker gets into your computer, they can access your bank account information, your personal information, birthday, social security number, family members' information. So don't click on anything and delete that.
Sometimes you do get an email or a fax from a doctor saying something urgent, or, is it better to just ignore anything that you're slightly suspicious about and let somebody who's real contact you again or in another way?
I would say don't ignore it, but with this caveat, this cutout. If you get an email that you think is from someone you know, call them. Did you send me this email?
Right.
And if you get an email from someone you think you know or someone you know, read through it, take your time. Slow down. There's no sense of urgency there, right? Look for, go ahead.
So Bank of America, I get this urgent text. Mm-hmm. You have a negative balance. Please transfer $1,000 or something like that. Don't do it. Call B of A.
Yeah, absolutely. You call BOA right away. If you have online banking with BOA, log into your account, see what's going on. And then call and speak to a representative. Don't call the number on that link. Call the trusted number you have for your bank. And probably you're going to bank somewhere on the island. Go right to the branch if you're that concerned.
Right.
Go in person. Say, hey, this is the stuff, that the email, the text, the phishing email that I got. Is this legit? And they'll tell you.
Right. Okay, scammers number 3, scammers pressure you to act immediately. And I've been on the end of these phone calls. Don't hang up. I need you to give me this right now.
Mm-hmm. If you don't respond, the IRS is coming to your door. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Slow down. If somebody's pressuring you, that's a telltale sign they're not legitimate. No legitimate salesperson, no legitimate lender, no legitimate company is going to try to pressure you. They're going to give you all the information and let you make a decision on your own. Anyone that's trying to pressure you, like a used car salesman, slow it down for your own sake.
This sounds to me like the takeaway message here: slow down. Do not fall for their pressure tactics.
Right. That's the most important thing. If you think about our demographic on the island, everyone has worked so hard to accumulate the wealth or the success that they've had. They didn't rush through it, right? We didn't rush through it to get to where we are. So slow down. Look for the proper punctuation, the proper spelling. Okay. If you don't recognize the email address, call your friend. Hey, Wendy, is this your email address? Because I got an email from you, but it doesn't look like it.
And you know that I have a great example of this, because the final one is scammers tell you to pay in a specific way. The HR director here at the Palm Beach Civic Association, this was addressed to her, the right person. It was supposedly from me as an, quote, anchor and manager. And it said this: I just changed to a new bank account and I intend to update my direct deposit. That would be me asking for this. Do you have any idea if it will be effective for this coming payroll if I give you the details to make the change right now? She did the right thing. She called me up.
And that's exactly what she was
And I
supposed
said,
to do.
Are you kidding me? And she said, well, I didn't think that you would write an email and use a lowercase I. And I'm like, no, I would not. And then we noticed that it was from Wendy Rutledge at CharitySpace01@gmail.
That's an entertaining email for you, Wendy.
And it's totally fake. Yeah.
Just the bottom line is we have to slow down. Life is so fast-paced, but when it comes to protecting yourself, protecting your assets, protecting your family, slow down. You wouldn't send your children out in a rush. You'd make sure they had everything they need, whether it's their lunch for school, their homework was done, or their agendas were signed, right? Same thing with our emails, same with our bank accounts, same with our personal information. Just slow down. And if you're not sure, call. Call the lender, call the company, call the person who sent you the email. I've gotten plenty of phony emails that one came from the town manager a couple of years ago. I knew it wasn't him. I called the secretary. This is not from the TM, is it? No, it's not. Don't worry about it. Delete it. I get all kinds of emails because of what I do for a living. Training this kind of training, as soon as you click on that link, they're going to take you down the rabbit hole and then try to access your account information. I make sure that any email I get that I don't know, I delete. Because if it's that important, whoever wants to reach out to me is going to call me. Mm-hmm. And they know how to reach me. They're not going to reach me through my generic email. They have my personal information, right? They have my cell phone. They have my private email, right? Most of my good friends know where I live, right? If they don't know that information, it's no one you know. And you just take your time, right? If you get that phone number that shows up on your phone, you don't recognize it, don't answer it. If it's that important, they'll leave you a message. That's simple.
Oh, I think you're so right. Another telltale scam ask is, I just need $500 in gift cards. The gift card thing. Yeah, I mean, what are they doing there?
That's, well, because it's untraceable. Once the gift card is purchased, and unfortunately we've investigated, I've personally investigated crimes where very well-intentioned people bought gift cards and then gave the UPC, the number on the back of the card, to the person over the phone. Who do you know is going to ask you to pay for something with a gift card? You're going to give a gift card as a gift. Do you pay your bills with a gift card? Right, so it's just a common sense thing, but again, It's that pressure. They're building that anxiety in you, right? They want you to do something right away to get you to act. Some of them are very good at it, okay, and they can fool you. Take your time and think about where you've gotten in life and who you know would pressure you like that. It's very simple.
It is actually very simple, and I thank you for kind of boiling it all down to us, because I think a lot of us just every single day get something that is from somebody we're not sure of that sounds very authoritative, a bank, the IRS, and so on, and slow down.
Yeah, just slow down.
Okay. All right. Sergeant Ogrodnick, thank you so much for coming in, and we always learn something from you.
Thank you so much.
All right, and that does it for us here in the studio, and we will see you next time right here in Studio 33480.
Studio 33480 is brought to you by the Palm Beach Civic Association, our sponsor, Finley Galleries, and our viewers. We welcome your thoughts on how our programming can best serve our members and residents.